All right, comic book viewers here. Box number 28. Another one coming from me. I hope last week's box was amazing with Mike. Let's check this out. Here we go. Kind of homemade comic book number 1, Shadow Lord number 1. All right. Star Trek Deep Space Nine number 0. Space 1999. That looks way older than 1999. Let's see what the year is on this. 1976 maybe? I don't know. Space 99 number 3. Might be worth something.
It looks like they got it all right, too. That's exactly how 1999 looked.
All right. Doomsday number 1. Doomsday number 1, but it's issue number 4. Once again, comic book numbering, not anything I can comprehend yet. Doomsday number 1, number 2.
+1.
Oh, so I'm reading it wrong. So it's me, not them. So it's not me, it's you. Oh, wait. Doomsday +1, number 10. All right. Thank you, Mike, for straightening me out. Doomsday +1, number 5. What is that? Star Slayer, issue number 1.
Pretty cool art.
Doomsday Squad, number 2.
We had that one a couple weeks ago.
How am I doing on my angles? Still doing good here?
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet, Saga of the Krell. All right. Distant Soil, number 1. This is a time when anybody and everybody was making a comic book, I think. Babylon 5, number 3. Lost in Space, number 17. Rocket Man, number 1. Don't start singing the song.
Is that the same?
Not Elton John. No, it's not the same as Elton John.
No, I know, but we had a bunch of Rocket Mans weeks ago where there was like 6 different issues and they were all number 1.
Oh, really? Rocket Man number 2. Rocket Man number 3, and there's a couple of them in there. Rocket Man number 4. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, like mini. And something on the back. Batman.
Like postcards or something?
Looks like a postcard, something like that, yeah. All right. Star Trek Next Generation, number 2. Those are the actors from the show.
Oh, you're getting good at this.
I've never seen the show, but I recognize their faces. Speaking of recognizing faces, that guy's from X-Men, too. Star Trek Next Generation, number 2. Babylon 5, number 2. Weird Science Fantasy,
Oh, that's cool.
number 1. First fantastic issue. So the rest of their issues were not fantastic. That's the first one that they got fantastic. Oh, the Versus Wars, 48-page special, number 1. Versus Wars, number 2. Oh, there's some nudity on that one. Versus Wars, number 3. Versus Wars, number 4. Versus Wars, number 5. Special Star Trek number 1. Ooh, that one's got
Somebody else you recognize.
another actor on there. All right. Star Trek number 2. Star Trek number 1. Star Trek number 1 again. All different series, I guess. Star Trek double-sized 50th issue. All right. The Fall Guy. That's who I recognized him.
No. TJ Hooker.
No. The shoot. Star Trek Deep Space Nine number 2.
You thinking a $6 million man?
No, I was gonna go with his commercial for Travelocity or whatever. Star Trek Deep Space Nine number 5. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, number 6. Babylon 5, number 5. Oh, look at that. Star Trek First Star Spanning Collector's Issue, number 1. Flash Gordon, that's an old one. Gold Key, number 26. Lost in Space.
Might just look old. I don't know.
Made to look old. All right.
This one had a barcode on
You
it.
know who would know? Our viewers.
When did barcodes
Space
come out?
Family Robinson Lost in Space on Space Station 1.
A lot of space.
How many spaces can you get in the title? Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom. All right. Star Trek, number 14. Star Trek, number 15. Star Trek, back to number 1 again. Star Trek,
1 to 10 speed. I wonder if that's the. I wonder if you pick it
Number
up
18.
from Toys R Us.
I don't want to grow up. Star Trek, number 50.
Again.
Star Trek Next Generation, number 1. With, oh no, it was just a, nope, never mind, false alarm. Star Trek Next Generation, number 6. Star Trek Next Generation, number 1. Star Trek Next Generation series finale. Star Trek number 1, The Modala Imperative. All right, number 2. Number 2, different cover. Number 3. Number 4. Back to number 1. Star Trek Danger Danger, 13. This one's not bagged. Star Trek number 50. Episode Guides, number 1 of 2. Star Trek number 3, I think that was a repeat. That one definitely number 4. 50th edition, repeat. Deep Space Nine, number 1, another repeat. These are somewhat out of order. Star Trek number 1 again. Return of Talos, Star Trek number 61. Special edition Star Trek number 2. Star Trek 50th. Star Trek The New, There's No Stopping Us Now, number 5.
Anybody that knows any Star Trek buddies, go ahead and send them this,
Yeah.
this video.
If you're into the Star Trek thing, then this is your box of comics. Episode Guides number 2 of 2. We collected them all. All right, Star Trek Generations. Star Trek Next Generation. Star Trek Annual 1991, number 2. Star Trek The Final Frontier. Star Trek number 2. Were you a Star Trek fan?
I did get into Next Generation. I watched all those when it was on TV.
Special Star Trek. I was never a Star Trek fan at all. Star Trek Next Generation, Q Effects, number 5. Star Trek. Star Trek. You should have gotten this box. Star Trek.
Yeah, probably.
Star Trek. Yeah, number 8. Star Trek number 12. Star Trek. What? Oh, NBC. Beginning September 12th on NBC, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Huh. Anyways, number 17. Star Trek number 56.
It's really working on you.
Yeah. Squirrel. Shiny object. Star Trek number 2. Star Trek number 7. Oh no, the dogs are back. Star Trek 61. Star Trek number 4. Star Trek number 5. Star Trek 61. Some repeats. Star Trek 47. Star Trek 48. Star Trek 49. Star Trek 51. Star Trek 52. Deep Space Nine number 2. Star Trek Deep Space Nine number 3. Another 3. Number 4. Okay, we're out of the Star Treks. Darkhold.
Don't know what this is, but we're gonna spend
Number
some time
2. Yeah, we're through the Star Trek. Darkhold. Pages from the Book of Sins. They had that theme in the S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes. Number 2. Clive Barker, Ecto Kid. Number 4. Codename Genetics. Number 104. Justice League Task Force. Number 6. Spelljammer number 2. Spelljammer number 3. Spelljammer number 4. Spelljammer number 5. All right, almost done here. Last couple. Spelljammer number 6. Spelljammer number 7. Spelljammer number 7 again. Number 8. Number 8 again. Number 11. Another 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. And the last one looks like it's a duplicate. Yeah, Spelljammer number 15 again. All right, folks, how was that box? A lot of Star Treks. So like, subscribe, comment, let us know. Are you a fan? See you next week.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Definitely,
comment on that too.
definitely Star Wars. See you next week.